All right, so we're back. We demolded everything. Saved that because you can use it later. But then we went along the side and I mixed some Task 8 parts A and B together using this handy dandy little thing here. I did 1.5 inches of each in here and it was too much. But because you got to be able to work fast, and with these molds, I'll show you on this one, you pour it in, but then you got to grab the front of it and lift up to get it down there. Same on all 4 corners, lift up on it to get it down there. Then when your bullseye is flush, you're done. Leave it alone. But 1.5 inches poured 1, 2, 3. So like 3 inches total, but 1, 2, 3. But then it also went, by the time I got it over here, it was hot and it was done. So these are all going to be trash. So, but once they're done, they end up looking like this. So we're doing red again, but that's what they end up looking like. And then you got the covers, which go over it. So you go and you have this, and you put your HEPA filter. We're using vacuum bags, and I'll cut those open and show you the bag that I'm using. So these are the allergen filtration. The HEPA filters go down to 7 microns. These go down to 5. So I'll cut those open. So I'll go and I'll put that on there after I clean this up. Put it on there, cut around the outside. And then when I go to cut it again, I'll actually cut it on the inside. And then these will just go bam, right on there. Have your filter on the inside. These will clean up on the outside. And then you put your elastic from here and here, here, and there. And then that will hold the filter to your face. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. So, the bonus about using the resin is that you can take these filters, not the filters themselves, but these will be interchangeable between colors, yada, yada, yada. Made yellow for my sister because she's a Steelers fan for some god-awful reason. But all the plastic is, you can throw in the dishwasher. If you don't have an autoclave, throw it in the dishwasher. Take this out, throw these in the dishwasher. It'll sanitize them. And when they're dry, put these back in or get more. I mean, these were $10 for a bag for 3. I don't know how many filters it'll make because we haven't made any yet. We're still in the process. The old one that I made, those 2 small molds right there, have a little bit of see-through, so I can't use these. None of these will be usable. What I might be able to do is throw some epoxy on top, and that'll seal it, but they still got to be sanded down and fixed a little bit before those can be used. But definitely a lot better than the masks. And then we're also the piece that goes around the outside here, the silicone, uses that same silicone, the Euroflex 35, and they'll go in this mold right here. So that's actually drying because it takes 2 pieces on the 3D printer to dry, or 2 pieces on the 3D printer to make. So we'll make them, use the same silicone, the Euro 35. It seems pretty decent. One thing that I should say, so on the other video, we made these and let's see. There we go. So we made these, and in the guy's video, he says press firmly in the clay. The only downside is when we press firmly in the clay, they went too deep. So I don't think I'll even be able to use that gang mold at all. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I can tell right now that that piece isn't going to come through. Whereas this one over here that we made yesterday, it's got some green. I mean, that's just leftover crap. But these are a lot deeper because when I put it into the clay, it wasn't as deep. Now, the downside about this one is that these I asked the guy down in Kent, or at Kent, Washington, where I bought this stuff from. I asked him what the tear is on it. He goes, "Oh, you could probably make 1,000 masks before it tears." Guess what? Tore right away. So I'll end up cutting that out. And I went out and I bought this little 80 little. I got many Dremels, but this little hand Dremel right here fits really nice into these pockets. Right? So I got a little itty bitty blade on there, not a blade, but a sander, and those will just go and cut it right to size. So science kids, the kids helped a little bit, but when we're mixing chemicals and ooey gooey, I just can't help but have them being ooey gooey. So it's all good. We're 2, 4, 6. What's up, dude? Where's your pants? If you come outside, you got to put pants on.
Okay, you can have some of your clay.
Some of my what?
Clay.
You want some clay?
Yeah.
That's fine. Hey, I'll give you some clay, but you got to go put shorts on. Weirdo. Running around here with no shorts on. What are you thinking? All right, so I better go get him some stuff. Well, yeah, here's these. Finished, sanded, done. You can see the odd. What he doesn't tell you is it's super shiny when they're done. Super shiny. And you got to sand them all down and file them, and you might have runoff in these little holes, so got to make sure. This one's been sanded down already, and these have all been sanded. They've all been cleaned. Those go to those, and we will, we'll do something with them. Probably throw them in the dishwasher, but. So if you 3D print a mask, you're looking at about 7 hours. We have an Ender 3 Pro, and it's taken us 7 hours to make. One mask, one filter cover. The downside is you cannot throw those in an autoclave. They will melt. So a lot of the stuff that needs to be sterilized has to go in an autoclave. So, or a dishwasher. I mean, you could probably put the 3D printers in the dishwasher, but an autoclave for medical personnel is obviously the way to go. So, we're going to donate these. My sister's going to get about 13 down in Colorado, and then we're going to just mass produce them until we run out of resin. And I know work said that they want like 100. So, if you think you can just print a mask and make a mold, and once the mold is done, just put it together and go out the door and be happy and hunky-dory, more power to you. There's a lot of sanding. Had I known what I know now, I would have just printed enough for the family and called it a day. But we're trying to be helpful. Now, as far as the masks themselves, when everything's said and done with the vacuum bags and we'll just get some elastic to go around the back. Not a big deal. For a skin tone one with no pigment, it's about $5 to make it with the filter and everything. I'm not gonna sell them. I mean, if you message me or email me, science kids, give us your address. You just pay shipping. I'll send one to you. If you want to donate to the kids, that's perfectly fine. But no, these are going to be giveaway just to. I know a guy that got the exact same 3D printer as me. Is doing the exact same thing as me. He's never done it before. Neither have I. And he's charging $25 a mask, which is ridiculous. I mean, with everything that's going on now, they should be free. They should totally be free. So. I have no problem doing free, just pay shipping. So, we're gonna do a little cleanup here. The masks. Once you pour your resin, it takes about 40 minutes to cure. I give it 45 to 50, almost an hour, because sometimes they come out soft. If they come out soft, you pulled it too soon. Let it go for another 20, 25 minutes, it'll be totally fine. If you want to make a 5-gang, you can check that guy's video out. Granted, that guy's been pouring for a very long time. I've poured 4 molds in my life, and I'm making them work. I'll do it, make it work, whatever. So once we get 50 or so done, we'll do another video on how to attach and how to wear them and how to do all that fun stuff. But I'm still waiting. We 3D printed this. This is going to be the gasket material, the gasket. So you put that in there, and then this piece goes and sits on top. When I go to have to make a gasket, we'll show you that. But yep, this definitely. I mean, it's getting hard now, but I mean, it's not going to work. That's too small. So what I might end up doing is not using that. This worked pretty well. Clean this up a little bit, start making some more out of that. Like I said, I don't care if this overruns because I'll just take the Dremel and slice some holes into that. This is a little tacky. Granted, I mean, that's from an overpour and my table's not completely level. So we'll lift that up for the next one, and then I'll just mass pour those ones. And at the same time, I'll do that one because that one does one by itself and it works pretty good. And then we'll just probably use this one because this one over here is not... it's not really working too bright, so I'm gonna do some cleaning because my garage is gnarly. So I'll do some cleaning, and then I have to cook dinner for everybody. The science kids are hungry, so we will talk to you later. Stay classy.